Okay, good day to all of you who are watching. This is another podcast from Nikhil and I, and we are very happy to know that we are getting a consistent number of views, and we are very thankful for all of our subscribers so far. We have hit 50 subscribers within 2 months, which is not bad at all, in my opinion. Thank you for gracing us with your time, and Nikhil would like to thank you as well.
I cannot thank people enough. This is cannot be sustained without support, right? We need to
Yes.
have more and more people on board. We love talking sport. None of us are pretending that we're giving you some holy insight, but we try to describe the sports as well as that we possibly can. And we're addicted. We love it. So you're gonna enjoy listening to us.
Thank you. And also, we are here to entertain you. So, any feedback is always very welcome. All right. So, let's move on to a couple of things which we have to address from the previous podcast. The previous podcast was a very somber one. This comes at a better time for our nation. We have retaliated against Pakistan, and the retaliation, in my opinion, is still ongoing. But more on that from Nikhil.
No, this is don't get sucked into. Firstly, be crystal clear you haven't lost any planes, and until your army military comes and tells you that you've lost planes, don't even think about this. Uh, I think we're allowing them to saber rattle and say they got planes so that they'll scale down. But just contemplate that the scale of what has just been done to them is to have that country is 1,200 kilometers in length total. We
Hmm.
covered 9 hits, targeted hits with missiles, drones possibly, over a range of 600 kilometers. So we just basically showed them in half your country where you have very strategic terror assets. We can hit when we choose to hit.
Yes.
That's just to put it in perspective, because sometimes we tend to underplay what we are able to do, within the bounds of the civility that we possess, because we cannot be a barbaric nation like them. Uh, the equivalent would be say 9 or 10 targets within, say, North India, extending from,
Yes.
say, Jammu down to Delhi, because there are targets here that are within hearing range, or even there are residents of Islamabad and of Lahore who've talked about their house shaking, and the size and the loudness of the sound that they heard.
Yes. Yes.
This is it's terror of a different sort. It's a terror of war. It's that feeling of this shit just real, got properly real.
So, Rawalpindi felt the blast, so to speak.
The idea, I think, is twofold. One is, eventually, when all the psyops are done and all the anger is done, and maybe a week or 10 days or 15 days pass, Pakistani citizenry will have to accept the fact that what we hit were terror targets. That this hits at the core problem of their society, of of orthodoxy, not just of orthodoxy, but of extremism now.
Yeah.
We did not attack any civilian targets. We did not attack any military targets. Our intent was to stop that which hurts us as opposed to hurting you.
Yes.
But at the same time, we also wanted to show you that we can completely fuck you up. As and when needed, we can completely fuck you up. We'll
Yes.
suffer. At some point, we'll suffer. In some manner, we'll suffer. That's our size advantage. That's our wealth advantage. We'll take it on the chin. But if you push us into a corner and we decide that we've got to go through with you, then we will. So it's a very simple thing. In 16, when Uri happened, we did a surgical strike. The difference we made was we made it slightly bigger and we publicized it. At that time, it was silly of the opposition and other people to say, why are you making it public? It's obviously a psyop to make it public. Made a bloody Bollywood movie out of it. I mean, Vicky Kaushal ended up marrying Katrina Kaif at the end of it. What more can I say about the success of Uri? Then
Yeah.
you get, but then Pathankot happens, and we decide a surgical strike will not suffice, right? We up the ante, but there's a 3 year gap between those two attacks.
Yeah.
We up the ante and we fly and we attack Balakot,
Yeah.
right? We show
Yeah.
the capacity to fly into their airspace up to 100, kilometers. That's perhaps what they were ready for again. Now in 2025, and believe me, Pahalgam is an attack that comes now, but from the middle of 24, the ambush attacks, the various attacks in Jammu, I mean, this stuff has been played down in our national media for a long time, but we've
Riyasi,
been,
Riyasi happened last year. Riyasi
yeah,
happened last
we are
year.
being attacked by terrorists in south of the Pir Panjal from at least around the time elections were happening. And we
Yes,
had a really, really, really big problem on our hands. We
yes.
had a loss ratio of 50 to 1 at one point in time in these ambush raids. Then
My
around
word.
July, August, September, we figured it out. We figured out the
Yeah,
patterns, figured out what the routes were, and we more than evened it up, we cleaned it up. In classical Indian fashion, this is how Kargil had happened, right? Kargil,
yeah,
you have a division there, you move the division, they come and sit there, next thing you know, you're in war.
yeah,
So now you're looking at southern Kashmir, you're looking at Jammu side. So you've forgotten the northern side. They conduct a Hamas style execution in Pahalgam. So what do
yeah,
we respond with? This time we go, okay, not even a Balakot type thing will do.
yeah,
Same similar targets. We pretty much hit the Ivy League of terror in Pakistan,
yeah,
from Bahawalpur to Masjid Mudir Ke, etc.
yeah.
And we did it through 9 missiles, 24 minutes, zero
Yes,
defensive capacity from Pakistan's side to stop any of those missiles. And just to
yes,
send the message, this can happen anytime. I mean, you can do it now, we can
yes.
do it later, we can do it anytime. That's a
Absolutely.
very, so you are also going up the response matrix, right? Like we're going further and further up. We get
Yes,
harder and harder in the hope that you're going to learn your lesson at some point in time. Because the next step now, so you consider this, you go do another slaughtering of Hindus somewhere or the other.
yeah.
What's the next? Where do you think? How hard do you think we go next time at? Because
Karachi or
these are
Lahore.
scaling up. They are scaling up, and they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
And
Karachi or
clearly,
Lahore.
our attack capacities have changed.
Yes.
So as an Indian, don't let anybody tell you, oh, it's just one hit. It's not one hit.
No,
Okay, this is a big one. It's a really big one.
really big
This
one.
is
Yeah,
when we always used to say we should be able to hit them hard. Well, this is the definition of hard. Without
yeah.
war, without hitting military, this is the definition of hitting someone hard.
Hitting
Then the
someone hard.
optics after that to have Colonel Qureshi and the I'm sorry, forgetting the name of the other the Hindu female colonel to present the report on the operations is literally a
Yeah,
civilizational marker to say, look, this is what we are, and the face of your civilization is a goat shagger like Masood Azhar. So this is the
or
differential
Asim
that we
Munir.
created.
Or Asim
Yeah,
Munir.
whichever one of them, man, whichever one of them, who cares? So that's where we are now. So TK, yeah, there will be consequences. Perhaps they'll retaliate. Whatever the hell will happen, but we're in this together. We'll see it through. You can't.
Absolutely.
There is no way this goes badly. There will be bad moments. There will be bad incidents,
Absolutely.
but
Absolutely.
we'll take care of this.
Yeah. On that note, I would also like to introduce this into the discussion. So, I've always been a fan of Gambhir on this particular issue. He's had a special animosity, justifiably so, towards Pakistanis throughout his playing career and after also. And this is his declaration: India should not play Pakistan at all. And he is very, very, very clear about this, that even neutral venues can just stop. My personal answer to this is absolutely no, till this terrorism doesn't stop, which means it will never stop. There shouldn't be anything between India and Pakistan. That is forever. Simple as that. And the other part about this is the first Indian coach to speak so clearly on this issue. This is the first one, and there is a reason for it. Every single coach that we've had prior to this, okay, Dravid, we can leave out Dravid here. Every other Indian coach has been a boomer who had this Aman ki Asha type mindset in their head. Ravi Shastri is a very good example of this. Please go to any India Pakistan match which have happened in the last 10 years and listen to his commentary. He has enough pans and poems about Pakistani cricketers to make you sick, including people like Shahid Afridi. I'm not even talking about reasonable chaps like Wasim Akram. And Wasim Akram is not a reasonable chap, but just putting it out there. So, point is, this guy has a sense of realism in him. And I feel that this is the mindset that will continue into the future. More on this from Nikhil.
He's been consistent in this view, man. I can't ever remember a time Gambhir pussyfooted on this issue. I
Never,
cannot remember
never,
a time.
never, never.
Since he was very young, he has his weaknesses, he has his flaws, he's got a rage issue at times. He can do some crazy things in terms of his anger and all of that.
Yeah,
But A, he's a very good tactician. B, he is When you ask for the word nationalist, he's right there, man.
Yeah,
Decent chap also, he like in his own constituency, etc. He does a lot of things. He gets a lot of bad PR because he
yeah,
shoots his mouth off about things that people really like. The kind of things that people tend to value too much. Like
yeah.
people are always on his case about being a bit sour about Dhoni and his 77 getting that much attention in the World Cup final. And I
91,
totally get it.
91.
I was there. I
Yeah.
was no, no, he made 91. Dhoni made 77. I'm saying Dhoni
No,
77
no,
getting
no, 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 no. Gambhir made 97. Dhoni
90.
made 91. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Gambhir's 97. I was there at the stadium. Believe me, and I'm sure you felt it on TV if you weren't there either.
I have seen it
Gam-
on TV live.
Gambhir's
Yeah.
innings was so important. I can't put it in words. So
Yes.
having lost Tendulkar and Sehwag early, decent partnership with Kohli to at least stabilize things, and then Kohli goes, and then you're still in trouble because it was a huge total. It was a big total,
Yeah.
right? And it's Murli and Malinga. Uh, I didn't feel like Murli was all himself in that final. I really didn't feel it. Even from watching, I was watching from sort of a third man, mid wicket, straightish mid on
Angle,
long on kind of
angle.
angle, right? And Murli just wasn't turning on his foot the way I've sort of seen him bowl. Like watched
Yeah,
him
yeah,
live.
yeah, yeah,
And then there was Suraj Randeep, who could sometimes be good, but sometimes not that good. There wasn't
yeah.
the greatest bowling lineup. Um, there was it Novan Kulasekara was there as one of the
Kulasekara was there. He was the man who was smashed
decent
for the
decent
six.
seamer, decent seamer, but not more than that, right? I mean, so you had to get through Malinga, you had to get through Murli. They did that perfectly well. You could have beaten
Yeah,
your own selves on that day, right?
yeah,
He
yeah,
didn't.
yeah,
He saw it through,
yeah.
and he did it in your first 2007 T20 final as well.
T20 World Cup
That
final
innings,
also.
that innings is a superb innings, man. Listen. You don't get into a winning position without Gautam Gambhir that day. Take it from me in writing. That was a
Yeah, yeah,
superb
yeah,
innings.
yeah,
I watched that. My office room closed in New York City in the morning. It was the game played out in the morning.
yeah,
Acting
yeah.
like I'm busy working on something, and IT department must have known the bit rate consumption in my office is a little too high. But it was
This is
Willow TV
2007,
streaming.
so yeah,
Yeah, Willow TV streaming video of the World Cup final. Dude, he was slow for so long because we were losing wickets, and then he just hit that accelerator just enough, right, to get you a
yeah,
total that was just about competitive.
exactly.
That Pakistani team, 2007, 2011, right? Self destruction was a theme with them, man.
Yeah,
And I think they used to play us with a little bit of anxiety. The way they used to self destruct against us was a different thing altogether. Both
yeah.
matches they
But
self destructed, and I don't think that was fixing.
yeah, don't worry about it. I honestly think it was better that they self-destructed. I honestly don't think that we will be playing matches against Pakistan for a long time after all of this is said and done.
Bro, right now, they're anyway shit matches. They're a crap team. Like, it's no fun watching Pakistan cricket at all over the last year and a
No,
half,
no,
2 years.
forget the fun factor. We shouldn't watch as a matter of.
It's a different matter. I'm saying that we're not missing anything.
Yeah,
We're not
agreed.
missing anything. Believe me, in the 2000s, even when attacks used to happen, there is a certain sense Indian fans wanted to watch a Wasim, they wanted to watch a Vakar, they wanted
Yeah, yeah,
Inzi, they wanted Saeed Anwar. Look, it was a proper team. It was an
yeah, yeah.
exceptional competitive set of matches we wanted to play. Okay. Today, Pakistani cricket, there are Ranji teams that will go batter the life out of them on these pitches.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, this is another thing. This is another news that has come out. IPL to continue amid India-Pakistan border tension is not the news, but there are matches in Dharamshala, and they're looking to either reschedule them or they are actually looking at that. So we'll wait and watch as to how
Yeah,
that
yeah.
goes.
Take zero risks, man. Don't give them the opportunity to ruin your prize tournament, right? Take zero risks on this.
Yeah, zero risks. Honestly, I feel like you can move the Punjab matches away from Punjab. Even Delhi matches, if you want, move them away from
Oh,
Delhi.
see, in any event, the league phase is nearly done. And luckily, Punjab have done well enough to not be in a position where losing their actual home grounds will hurt them. They're nearly there. They're nearly
Yeah.
there. So we can sort of, in fact, moving away might help them in the context that in any event, the qualifier and the final will be away for them. So
Kolkata and Hyderabad. Yeah, Kolkata and
there you
Hyderabad.
go. So, it's different for them then.
Zero risk. Yeah, I would actually advise Dharamshala and even Delhi matches, if necessary, to be moved away because those could be hotspots. Anyway, but that is with relation to all of the political stuff that's gone along cricket. Politics and cricket have intersected all throughout their history, so this is no surprise. Let's talk about the IPL and the points table, and it's really heating up as you can see.
Dude, that
Let's,
Gujarat win last night.
yeah, match was on drugs. Match was on drugs, I tell you.
Yeah, I don't know who got lucky or unlucky in that. It was just there's too much going on in that match.
Yeah,
Listen,
but
that result has made the Mumbai Indians a little vulnerable because now it's in the Delhi Capitals' hands. If they win their three games,
yeah,
they will push MI out.
yeah, yeah, they will. By the way,
Right?
KKR can still do a Houdini act and finish off Mumbai in this as well if they
Hey,
win
they're
three
playing
games.
today, right? What's going
Yeah,
on in
yeah, yeah.
KKR?
They are, as usual, Chennai is failing miserably to. They have lost wickets. The run rate is in control, but they have lost too many wickets. But Devald Brevis is taking them home. So if Chennai win this match, then KKR are out.
This kid, where has he been? Why is nobody playing Devon Brevis? Eh? Why is
Now he
South
has been.
Africa? Why is
No,
South
he is
Africa
playing
not
now.
playing? Why is South
No,
Africa
no.
not playing? Why did MI let him go? The time I first saw him in that Junior World Cup, I was like, this is a demonic player. Yeah. He's
Yeah,
52 of 24 in a match in
yeah.
which nobody else seems to be scoring quickly.
No, Andre Russell did, but Russell is Russell. So
Russell has more power in his little finger than most people have in their entire body.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
so listen, Gujarat Titans looking like a proper team, but last night showed it again.
Yeah.
Very, very
Top.
badly untested middle order.
Yeah.
Very
Also,
badly untested.
it was one of the worst innings I've ever seen from Shubman Gill. He hit a 43 of 46 balls. It was a
Yeah,
really bad
yeah.
innings.
Sticky pitch.
We,
Tried to bide his time and then accelerate later, which sometimes in T20 is a death wish because it
okay,
can't sometimes
let
doesn't
me
happen.
talk about RCB season since they're my team, but let me be
Listen,
very clear.
I'm going to raise my hand on this. I didn't see them coming the way they have. Huge credit. Huge
I
credit.
thought they'd
Listen,
qualify, not top
you
two.
know what I misread about them? I didn't realize the bowling was so good, but I do remember this now. In that first episode, it didn't quite register with me that they have Bhuvi.
Yeah,
I'm if Bhuvi and Zahir Khan, right? These are
yeah,
two bowlers on skill that I just love them so much I can't put it in words.
yeah, yeah,
Bowler of such high skill level. Bhuvneshwar Kumar is almost erotic level of skill as a fast bowler. That wrist
yeah,
position, the way he can swing both ways, he changes length, suddenly zips it off the pitch. He can even bowl a bouncer. He will bowl a Yorker at will.
yeah.
Such
Hazelwood
a
also.
complete bowler. So
Hazelwood has.
Hazelwood has been the bowling revelation of the tournament in a sense. Not that Hazelwood has to reveal himself all of a sudden, but never in the IPL has he been this good. He has won
Yeah,
2, 3 games on his own.
yeah, 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 yeah. See, for me, RCB stand a very good chance to get top two this time. And let me be clear as to why I say top two and not top four. In the how many 16 odd seasons since the
Listen,
playoffs have come.
who are the next? Oh, they have LSG, SRH, and KKR.
Yeah,
They're winning all three.
SRH and KKR, I definitely see
Go
them
up,
winning.
go up, go up. It's visible. The matches remaining are visible if you go up the table. The table we were
Oh,
seeing earlier.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's here
right.
itself. Yeah,
Uh, DC, LSG, CS, Gujarat Titans are second. Done. It's over. First and second is done. Punjab, ooh.
Punjab have a very tough run in.
DC versus Punjab is straight. That's a must win for DC.
That's a
It's
must
an
win for
absolute.
Punjab also. That's a must win
Not
for Punjab also.
necessarily. Not necessarily. They could go beat MI the next game and still get through.
No, for top two. For top two, that's a must win for Punjab.
Yeah, but I think I'm not looking at them for top two because for top two they need to win all three. Yeah, I mean let's not beat around the bush. I think those
Yeah.
front two are going to win all three of their games. So oh no, actually GT versus DC.
DC also will be a tough game to predict here. That's my
Dude,
point.
Delhi Capitals, I think, are done, bro. I think that's what saves Mumbai Indians. They're not beating both GT and Punjab.
Yeah, well. No, I mean Delhi have the worst run in. They have Punjab, Gujarat, Mumbai. Talk about 3 games of death.
Yeah, they're not doing it. Very bad. They threw away games in between.
Yeah.
Very good squad. I thought they were going to be up there this time. They threw games away in between.
Okay. For me, top two will be GT and Bangalore this time. I don't see them dropping anything.
But because I see DC going away, 3 and 4 are also done. Then yeah.
Yeah. The only question is who's three, who's four. That could depend on the Punjab versus Mumbai game. Yeah. Unless Delhi pull off something crazy against Punjab and Mumbai, they're not getting in.
Listen, Delhi have the chance to flip this IPL on its head.
Yeah.
You hand a loss to each of 3 of the 4 teams ahead of you. That's a big thing.
That's a big thing. Yeah.
That'll change the points table very quickly.
Yeah.
But I don't think they'll do it. So that's the end of that, as far as I'm concerned.
Let's see.
Kolkata, if they lose today, uh,
They're done. They're done. They're done. They're out.
yeah, they are done. They are done. You're right. They're done.
Lucknow are done, in my opinion. They have no real shot. And look at their 3 remaining games. RCB and GT are going to pummel them.
Uh, the soul has left LSG. Not even a bad day. Like the soul of their cricket is gone. It's over. Puran
Yeah.
has ended his hot streak and so
Yeah.
badly that there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mitch Marsh is usual Mitch Marsh, sometimes good, sometimes
Pant,
not good, but
Pant,
never going too
Pant,
big. Not
Pant,
even
the
look,
27
look,
crore.
look. Rishabh Pant in this IPL, the parallels are to Inzi and Sangha and Mahela from 2003 World Cup.
Yeah.
Single string scores is just sometimes you just go to shit. Like it falls apart. All right, and it's fallen apart for him. It's fallen apart so badly. I think his entire reputation as a T20 cricketer is on the line right
Yeah. Yeah.
now.
Agreed.
Forget 27 crores. It's not a 2.5 crore player right now.
Forget one. The way he's playing is not worth 1 crore right now.
It'll be difficult for him to even be the first choice wicketkeeper in squads. The way this has gone.
No, after this season, considering Sanjeev Goenka and his volatility and his wonderful ability to make decisions right up on the fly, I won't be surprised if he finds himself in the auction next season and he's bought for 4 or 5 crore and he becomes a better player with less pressure.
Good for him. Uh, LSG do need to get rid of him though.
Oh, yeah, he is out. I am not going to lie, he'll be out next season if this is the level of performance he's showing. He's a walking wicket. Anyway,
Anybody got any inside scoop on what the fuck happened in Hyderabad? Sunrisers?
no,
Like
nothing yet. They've been tight. Nothing. Nada.
no.
Zilch.
There's some misgiving in that group that I can't believe their performances. Klaassen is not hitting yet.
Yeah. But
I mean,
Klaassen has been tapering off for a while.
no,
Klaassen has
no,
been
no.
tapering off for a while.
Listen, it can't be as bad an IPL for him as it has been. Okay. Then
True.
you have on top of that you have those top like Abhishek Sharma has one good inning, maybe one
No,
decent
he
inning.
has 100 and 250, so 3 are
Yeah,
good.
I'm saying so.
Yeah.
One really good inning, which is the 100. Couple
Yeah.
of other decent innings. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else is a. There are how many ducks? There must be at least 3 or 4 ducks in there.
2 ducks or so, yeah. But the bigger thing is Travis Head. How mediocre is this batsman that we weren't able to figure him out for 2 tournament finals? And this man cannot seem to hit a ball into the boundary line now. He has 250s and nothing else. The man just gets out the first fall shot he hits. Whereas if I remember the WTC final more
Yeah,
than the
he's
World Cup
always had
final,
a clear weakness. We never attack his weakness. We suffer for it. That's how.
he
This is
has
this is the
actually two
story of
or
I don't know
three.
how many podcasts with Kushal and Adit as well. He has a clear weakness. We don't bowl to the weakness. He gets away. Then you try and bowl to the weakness, but by then his eye is set, and he takes risks and he does well. And here in IPL, because every ball counts, everybody's attacking the weakness from the start.
Yeah,
Keep
exactly.
attacking his stumps from around the stumps. That's all. Or
Or
even if
short
you're
ball at
bowling,
his head. Short
yeah,
ball at his
that's
head.
it.
That
That's
also.
it. And I mean, there's a good range of deliveries you can bowl to this guy that are the weakness. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Also, a very good Yorker. An in swinging Yorker does the trick for him as
Anyway,
well.
man, it's sad for most people, but the IPL race, as it were, is run,
Yeah.
I think, with what, 10 games to played, it was done. We're at
Yeah.
11, we're at round 11, 12 now, but I think at round 10, it was pretty much done.
Okay. Now let's actually look at teams and look at evaluate their top two and top four. Now the reason I'm saying top two,
I think we should look at these guys at the end of the 14th game when the top four
yeah,
is determined.
yeah,
Then we'll know who's playing who. Then I think we should have a proper episode on that.
we will. But let's assume it's GT and RCB. Now let's just assume it's GT and RCB as the top two, as it were, and Punjab and Mumbai as the three and four, as it were. Okay, for the moment. Now with GT and RCB, they'll be playing their match at Hyderabad, and that will be qualifier one. Now, the thing about Hyderabad is it's given a wide variety of pitches this time. There have been a couple of 150s, 160s,
And
240s
also,
chasing
and also
240s.
whether there's rain around or not.
Yeah. That also is there. See, in my opinion, GT are the perfect chasing team. They're not a very good defending team. They've defended a couple of times, I get that, sure. But they defended it when there was no dew. Royal Challengers Bangalore on a ground which has always gotten due. RR match there was due, CSK match there was due. There were a couple of ball changes. They have managed to pull off escapade after escapade after escapade. So I have a funny feeling that RCB hold a slight edge over there.
Yeah,
Also,
I
RC,
mean, I'm dude. It's an unguessable game. Very simple. Does that Hazelwood Bhuvneshwar combo up top, and
Dayal
maybe
also.
and yeah, that Dayal, I would keep Dayal more for the later overs. He's just exceptional at the death, right?
That yeah.
But Krunal Pandya might bowl within the first
Yeah,
six,
he will.
right?
He most
Whether
probably will,
these
yeah.
three can get through the front three, or at least get two out of three
Yeah, two
against
out of
GT.
three. If they get 2 out of 3 matches over. If they get two out of
I
three
don't know about
matches over.
over. I wouldn't say over. Let's not go too far, but yeah, huge advantage. Huge advantage from that.
Because RCB have a complete batting order. Everyone has gotten runs this time. Like the middle order is a proper middle order this time. If you have a look at it, you have Jacob Bethel or Phil Salt at the top, along with Kohli. Kohli has been extraordinarily consistent. Then you have Devdutt Padikkal doing his thing. Then you have Patidar doing his thing. Then you have at 5, you have Jitesh Sharma. Jitesh Sharma has been quietly hitting a few
He's
impact
won.
knocks.
He's won a couple of games. He's won a big. I
Yes,
mean, not single-handedly, but been a big contributor in them.
big contributor in a couple of games. And then you have people like Romario Shepherd, who single-handedly won one game out of
Fuck.
nowhere.
Fuck. Fuck that innings, man. That's
Mad
nearly
innings,
400
mad
strikes.
innings.
Oh my god.
380,
The
380.
delta between him and everybody else in that match is just it's as big as Everest. He's the only guy who went mad in that match.
Yeah.
I
And
mean, you can go
he's the
mad.
reason we won it.
100% he's the reason you won it. He made 54 of 14. Okay,
Yeah.
and you won by
Yeah.
2 runs. And
Yeah.
really, I fucking promise you, that's 100% CSK classic old fixing. That 18th over went for 6 runs. Like, go fuck yourself. Like, I just don't trust this franchise only. I don't trust it.
But the thing is, Suyash Sharma bowled well. It wasn't like he bowled badly.
Yeah, I'll give him a pat on the fucking back for bowling well. 6 runs. No, these guys didn't take a chance. They didn't go for anything. I'm not buying it. I'm just not buying it.
RCB dropped enough catches to make you think there was a fix in the other
There
direction
you
as
go.
well.
There
But
you go. There you go.
that's how bad
You
it
know,
was.
these are this is sort of this is the United States of Dravidia derby, right?
Don't don't put me into Dravidian ideology. Don't put me there. Idiocy has
The the Dravidian nation have combined together to produce three great teams, of which two played each other and decided we're going to do this one for money because CSK aren't in the tournament anyway. And then somebody's spot fix kicked in harder than the other ones. That's all that happened in that match.
no, but it's so effectively done that you can't even say it was fixing, because at the end nobody knew who was
But
winning.
you can do a really like, you can't look at a T20 game in which 213 plays 211, right? And say it's all incompetence. It's not. There's a lot of great cricket in there. There's fucking top class cricket in there. It's one of the most stunning innings I've seen in the IPL in there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But there's also some shit that makes you go like, they'd like the ghost of a bookie sneak up on you and put a finger up your bum hole just before you were about to do something. So what the fuck was some of that stuff, man?
Yeah. By the way, let's just look at the run scorer list. Surya has really picked it up for MI. Surya has really produced a season for the ages. Sudarshan is going to be our test opener.
Yeah, man.
Now that Rohit,
This is really impressive. Six guys within 10 runs, five guys
yeah,
within 10 runs. Really impressive,
yeah. Actually, Jaiswal is only 27 runs off them, so it's not too bad either.
dude. These two bastards, Sudarshan and Gill. This is
Yeah,
crazy. You gotta put them together in a test match.
but Gill is not an opener. Gill is
No,
not an
no.
opener.
So number three, no problem.
Number three, yeah, that's true. One more thing, Gill,
Listen, I
Butler,
know
and
Sai Sudarshan has a poor first class average. He's actually got an average of only 40 in first class cricket.
yeah,
But you look at Sai Sudarshan, and you're like, this is a proper cricketer. There's a proper batsman there.
yeah, yeah. One more thing. Sai Sudarshan, Gill, and Butler have achieved the impossible. They're the first three batsmen from the same team to have a 500-run IPL season. Good on you, boys. Great job.
Fuck off. Where's Butler? Butler's in that as well.
Yeah, 500. He's the 500.
Holy shit.
But that's the problem and the solution at the same time. Nobody else has done anything for them. Nobody else has done anything for them.
Okay,
These three are the be all end all.
I don't mean to be an asshole, but I will sound like one. Uh, Virat Bhaiya again the lowest average of that lowest
Low
strike rate of that lot.
strike rate. Yeah, same issue. Yeah, yeah. Same issue as usual.
It's not true. It's not true actually because there are innings in which he's got off so hot. Like I've been blown
Yeah, yeah.
away. Last match only, he got off. He got off to a flyer of all flyers, right?
62
But
of 33.
that's
62 of
right. No,
33.
but the start was crazy. It was something like
Yeah.
27 or 21 of 9 or something like that.
10, yeah, yeah. Something like that.
So,
Yeah.
but he's had a few of those, those typical Virat 110 strike rate innings
Yeah,
with
yeah.
with plenty of runs in them, which you just can't
Yeah,
avoid, right?
yeah. By the way, Virat has to be given credit for one thing. He's the only batter here to score
Listen,
750s, and all of them have come in
listen.
wins.
The guy's a fucking legend. You can give him all the credit that you want. I'm just nitpicking. A
Yeah.
superb fucking performance this season. Outstanding performance this season.
By the way,
And his,
750s.
even his spirit is back. He's not
Yeah,
he's not going over the top with his misbehavior this year.
yeah, yeah.
But
Except
the
one
aggression,
occasion. Except
yeah,
one occasion.
yeah, you have to give Virat only doing it once of 11 matches. You got to give the guy a break in life, man. I mean, but the aggression is properly there. Like he's in,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
ready.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That
No,
that bit that rift between him and Rahul was a lot of fun, man.
yeah, yeah. And the one between him and Iyer also got into a bit of a kind of a fight, slight fight at the end of the second Punjab Kings
Hey,
game.
you just mentioned like I would absolutely love it where a tournament in which today to me Punjab are probably fourth favorite, right?
Yeah.
Even though in the table they're third, I think they're fourth favorite. I would love it if Iyer with his smarts just took them through somehow.
I don't know if they can achieve it as the third or fourth place team, though. That's the issue. Top two is almost essential to win the IPL. It's only been done once outside of the top two, SRH 2016. But the point is, and look at the greater point here. If you look at the 50s, right, each one of the top five, top six players has a 15 defeat except Virat. All 750s have come in a win. That is how important he has been to RCB season. That's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Also, Jaiswal, congratulations, but your talents are wasted on this team. You have played an absolute blinder of a season. 473 at an average of 43, a strike rate of 154 is nuts, buddy boy. But the problem is
So
your
that
team has
reminds
let
me,
you
we've
down.
already spoken about Suryavanshi, right?
Yeah. No, we should.
Have we not talked about it in the last show? We
No,
have.
no, no. No. The last show was 2 days before the match. We spoke so much on WhatsApp after that. My
Fuck
God.
me, what the fuck was that? Bro, I didn't watch it for a bit. I watched it somewhere in the middle.
I
Uh,
watched the full
and
innings.
I didn't really engage with my sound. I was just looking at the shot making and going like, this guy, right? And then somewhere, you know what clicked for me? That ad, the Dhoni and Samson
Ah, yeah,
ad,
that ad, Samson ad. Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I was like, isn't this the kid? Is it? Then I
Yes,
checked his age, and that's when I went mad on Twitter, right? I was like, I cannot believe this is 14. I still do not believe that kind of power hitting comes at 14. That doesn't mean I'm saying I question
he
his
is not
fucking birth
14.
certificate.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's it astounds me that a 14-year-old is that good, man. Tendulkar was probably technically better.
Yeah,
But this
he
is
was.
this is something different, man. This is something
Yeah,
quite incredible. So
yeah,
sadly, he's been found out immediately next two matches. Immediately, like
yeah,
the
yeah,
very next match was with Mumbai,
yeah.
and he lasts all of three
Two
balls, I
balls,
think,
two balls, two
two
balls,
balls,
two balls.
against
Deepak Chahar.
the
Yeah, yeah,
Chahar.
I
Yeah,
remember.
it's a very so Chahar. There were a couple of balls bowled in that match. So you just go like, this is where Mumbai is so dangerous. Mumbai aren't, the batting is one thing, but they're the smartest bowling unit out there right now.
Yeah,
What they did to this kid was basically take his hitting arc, which is slot and a little bit fuller, even a little bit fuller than slot. He can hit it,
yeah,
right? So you have like a 1.5, 2 feet gap there. They
yeah,
floated, they pushed the ball all the way up, but just under his bat.
yeah,
So he sees it coming, and the bat swing is up. It's ready. He wants to swing. He wants to hit.
yeah, yeah.
The first one he managed to block out, and the next one caught it long on.
No, mid
The
on, mid on,
margin of
mid on.
error, mid on, sorry, the
Yeah,
margin of error for Chahar there was nothing. It was like bare minimum.
yeah.
Then you had Jaiswal tonking Bolt for sixes.
And then the
Bolt went.
short ball skids on. The
Yeah,
short
but
ball
it's not a
skids on.
short ball. That's the thing. It's inside the 8 meter mark. It's
Yeah,
just inside the 8 meter mark. It gives the batsman the impression that this is a pullable length, but it's not a pullable length. And as we were talking over WhatsApp that day, you
yeah, yeah,
correctly
yeah.
pointed out it's skid on it. It's
It's
two
skid on it.
superb pieces of bowling, man. That's some high intellect bowling.
And then Mumbai did all that against Rajasthan, and then they had the greatest of brainwaves yesterday when they gave the literal super over 15 of 6 to Deepak Chahar, who was already under the weather as it was. And then he gives slot balls, rubbish, and goes
He
everywhere.
did. I know Kutsaya got that six, but even without the no ball, if he doesn't bowl the no ball, they might still at least get into a super over or win.
Yeah.
Dude, Tevatia wasn't on for this. He got lucky with that first boundary. He didn't connect
Yeah.
with it well. It's just the field setting because they didn't have that extra fielder back.
Fielder.
That's what got
Yeah.
him the boundary. But he didn't connect with it properly. He didn't connect with
But the
anything in that over
but
properly.
the Coetzee 6 killed him basically. Coetzee swung one absolutely
The
from his
Kutsaya
shoes.
six, it did kill them. Uh, the no ball did it more.
Yeah, yeah. True, true, true.
So
But
why didn't
let
Hardik
me
bowl? Why didn't Hardik bowl that over? Is there any
I
good
don't know.
reason for it?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Perhaps he was trying to make the match interesting, as if it
No,
wasn't already enough.
no. And it's
I don't
very
know.
odd to me. I mean, I understand Hardik Pandya is a top captain, by the way, top captain. This boy
Very
has
good
grown
cap.
up. In the last 2 years, this guy has become a proper man. He's,
Yeah, yeah,
he's grown up. His mind is so much better in every aspect, right?
yeah,
But there's a time to give confidence to your players, and there's
yeah,
a time to just step the fuck up.
yeah,
Just step up and finish it.
yeah. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. And that might do Mumbai because Mumbai has a match against Punjab, which is a 50-50 in my opinion. But my point is they may not get top two this time just because of that one game. Because their net run rate was already
There
well
you
above
go.
everybody
There
else.
you go. That's a 4 point swing because
Yeah,
it's
4 point
GT.
swing. Yeah, 4 point swing. It's a
Yeah,
four
yeah, yeah,
point
it's a
swing,
4 point
and
swing. Hey, can we go to the bowlers list? Because there's a couple of guys I want to talk about, man.
I agree. But actually, you were asking me about Mumbai's future opener because Rohit is now almost certainly out the door and stuff like that, right? You're asking me? It's going to be
No.
Jaiswal.
Mumbai's? Or they'll move
Yeah.
from Rajasthan, you think?
Yes, I have a feeling that Jaiswal will move.
Dude, that's almost unfair. And
I
that's
know
that's a
it's not,
crazy
but I
MIP.
have a funny
That's a
feeling. And
crazy MIP. Dude, I can't wait for Jaiswal and Tilak going crazy together. Holy shit.
we
Tilak
already are.
Verma, I know he has fans. I very quiet, secret fan, huge Tilak Verma fan. I love his batting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go to the bowlers list. Yeah. So far, the reason why I'm saying Jaiswal, people, there is a reason for that. He was talking about it early on when Rohit Sharma had his struggles, right? And the reason for that was
Yeah,
simple as that.
this is so good to see. Prasidh Krishna definitely one of the bowlers of the tournament, no doubt about it.
Noor Ahmed
Josh
as well.
Hazelwood,
Noor Ahmed as well.
uh, I can't look at a CSK bowler and be complimentary, but you're a CSK bowler and getting that many wickets, well done. Uh,
He's the only
Hazelwood,
bright spot this season for them, other than Ayush Matre. It's been
listen,
that bad.
listen, listen. If you're a human shit stain in the middle of all of the other world shit, it doesn't make a difference, right? Like, thank you for your performance, but it's an individualistic performance. Josh
Performance.
Hazelwood has won games. Prasidh Krishna has won games.
Oh, brilliant.
Right, lots of those
Bolt
games.
has won games. Bolt,
Oh
Bolt has
my
won.
God. Trent Bolt and his Yorkers at times. Like, he's had an 8-9 ball spell where he hasn't missed a single Yorker.
Yeah.
Stark has gone off the boil. Should have been on this list more.
Arshdeep,
They would have
Arshdeep has
been.
been wonderful this season. Arshdeep has been
Yeah,
wonderful this season.
I'm again. I'm a really big fan of Arshdeep Singh. He speaks also so well, understands the game so well. Still remember that call he made to get who did he get on? Yeah,
Vaishak, Vijay
Vaishak,
Kumar Vaishak.
Vaishak, right? Like against
GT,
against,
GT,
against Rutherford,
GT.
against Rutherford, specifically
Yes,
for
yes, GT.
Rutherford.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fantastic, dude. Arshdeep, any interview you listen to his also, like you hear his interviews. Smart guy, smart cricketer. Uh,
Yeah.
Ravi Shastri started to talk about him as a test match bowler. I'd love to see him get a chance, though his record is not, it's a very iffy record.
I think he'll be very good in England because the ball always nibbles around.
People keep presuming, but he didn't bowl particularly well in the county season.
Okay, okay. Let's see.
Right, but he's a strong boy. He's got pace. He's a left armer. If he can give you stock overs, right? Like stock overs, give you 20 stock overs, 25. He's strong enough to give you 20, 22 overs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's almost like a grooming him to be the replacement for the role that Ishant used to play.
Yeah, yeah. One more thing. Think about this.
Actually, Siraj is going to do that. Siraj is going to. I can't wait for Siraj in England, man.
Siraj has really found his form. It was a good thing we gave him a break. He's come back very strong this season, although the last few matches have been slightly off the boil. Harshit Rana, take a bow. You are one of the really good ones from this season. He's been nailing his Yorkers. I'm really loving how much he's developed right now. He's been nailing his Yorkers. He has a slower
I,
ball.
I like him overall. Yeah, good hit the bat bowler. Yeah. Properly hits the bat.
Yeah.
Heavy
Okay.
bowler.
Here's the one issue with GT. Sai Kishore has been so underused despite being so good. He has not even
Uh,
bowled that
yeah,
many overs.
yeah. Along with
Glenn Phillips
Kuldeep,
fiasco.
along with Kuldeep, the spinner of the tournament, right?
Yeah. No, but GT have made two mistakes this tournament: the Glenn Phillips fiasco and the underusage of Sai Kishore. Like
But
it's ridiculous.
you keep saying they made a mistake, but if you go to the fucking table, they're top of it.
They are
So
not. They're still up there. Yeah, but again, still, it doesn't matter.
what are we
Yeah,
talking
true. It
about
doesn't.
eventually?
Okay. Now a small comedy segment. Well done, Kagiso Rabada. You smoke the ganja.
Oh man. Listen, I don't know why people get their panties in a twist about ganja. Yeah. Like, so he smoked a little bit of ganja. Give him a fine, let him play. So ghar bhejne. He's been away for weeks. Why the fuck is he going home for weeks because he smoked some recreational ganja? God damn it. This is overkill. I
No, he was
understand.
banned for a month by SA Cricket. He was banned by a month by SA Cricket, not even by BCCI. He was banned for a month by SA Cricket. The chaps, they were like, "Oh, you smoked the ganja, my dear
They'll
fellow."
all be getting high, those assholes, in SA cricket. No, this is
No,
bullshit.
no, Rabada is going to take this as motivation for the WTC final. I hope and pray that's the case. Yeah.
Listen,
Okay.
nobody should be getting banned for anything for ganja. You can be fined. I understand you need to make a case about them being role models for kids, but nothing more than that. Rap on the knuckles. Don't do it again. Tell your kids this is a bad example. They're going to do ganja anyway. It's like, why worry?
Yeah. Bumrah has been sensational after he came back.
Yeah,
Just
he's
look at this
back.
economy.
He's back. He's
Yeah, he's
back.
back.
If they
But
just make a reasonable number of runs per match, forget about it.
Yeah, that's true. But the deeper point is, and this is always the issue, workload. And the question of our next test captain. We'll come to that at the end of the episode. But anyway, it's not going to be Bumrah. I don't see Bumrah being a next test captain for obvious reasons. He's not going to be playing every match, and he shouldn't be playing every match. I
He will
actually
throw
don't
a
know who.
shit fit though. He will throw a shit fit. If he's not the next captain, he will throw a shit fit. You take it from me.
But he's
He's
not going.
bro, he has hungered for this. Like he so wants this. But I agree with
Sure,
you.
he's
You can't have an absentee test captain.
and he is going to be an absentee test captain.
Yeah,
He
yeah. There's
can't.
no avoiding it. There's no avoiding it. There's no avoiding it.
Like you basically have to say either okay, Bumrah, we can play you for 3 tests in England. Those 3 tests you be captain. The other 2 tests, who is it going to be? I don't trust Shubman Gill as captain right now. Not yet, anyway.
No, trust
Who is
Shubman
it
Gill as
going?
a test match batsman. I can't even forget about trusting him as a test match
Exactly
captain.
my point. Who are you going to hand the captaincy to? Jaddu? Uh,
Sadly, the only one out of that generation who was a shoe into the test team is Pant. Oh my God, that he would make such an awful captain that you can never have him as captain.
yeah, you can't make. Actually, I would actually suggest KL Rahul might be a decent option standby.
Very good bridge to bridge the two generations. Very good player, bridge the two generations.
Ironically enough, we come back to KL
You know,
Rahul again.
something's turned for him also. I can see it in his eyes a little bit more. He's still gonna let you down. Let's not fucking kid around about this.
That's
Okay? He's
true.
still gonna
That's
let you
true.
down. He
Yeah.
just won't do it as often, and I think he can groom a lot of cricketers. I love the composed way in which he's dealing with things.
Yeah. Pandya has bowled sensationally well this season, which makes his decision not to bowl himself yesterday all the more puzzling because he
Yeah, there's
is
got to be
not
some
been.
explanation for that. I haven't done the research on it. There's got to be some explanation.
Okay,
A
Pat
bad one.
Cummins has.
It'll be a bad explanation, but at least let's hear it.
Yeah, that's true. Pat Cummins, one good match,
I'm sorry.
everything else
Pat
rubbish.
Cummins merits no conversation in this format and in this tournament. You cannot come up with one performance and then get commented on. Just overall, he's such a fucking liability when he's not captaining you well, right? When the whole cohesion is not happening. With the white ball, he's such a liability.
You know, Jarrod Kimber was talking about tactical captains versus captains who lead by feel or lead from the front. He said Dhoni is the greatest tactical mind he has ever seen because of obvious reasons. He can change up plans, he can think on the spot, he knows how to do chess moves, so to speak. But Pat Cummins has none of it. None.
I
He
don't
said
agree
that.
with that. I
No,
mean,
no, not
good
to
for
the
Jarrod
level
Kimber.
anyway.
Well, firstly, thank you for the. He probably wants Indian subscribers. That's why he's talking about Dhoni that way. Dhoni, the Test match captain,
He's a
made
rubbish captain.
Bridgewater
True.
look interesting. Okay, it's fucking
Yeah.
it's like it's unwatchable. His captaincy,
Yeah. ODI.
uncreative.
ODI and T20. He was talking about ODI and T20 specifically.
Okay, ODI and T20, I'd agree. Steve Smith was a great ODI captain, a very sharp ODI captain.
Very sharp, very sharp.
I think Cummins just looks at ODIs and thinks, big game. I've got either Stark or myself. Someone's going to come on and change the game. That's all.
And if they don't, they don't. Simple as that.
No, no.
That's
Plus,
the
they set
problem.
up systems. Yeah. Listen, you can say all you want about all of that. These bastards arrive in the World Cup semi final in 23, right? And their
Yeah.
fielding has also been like net positive of 1 or 2 or 5 runs or something like that.
And then they
And they're
feel like demons. Yeah.
plus 23 in that semi final. Like, what do you do with these guys? Yeah? So, they get it together when they need to get it together. Plus, he's around for every important victory.
Yeah. Every anyway. So Kuldeep, congratulations. Honestly, you shouldn't be playing Jaddu as the spinner in England. It should be Kuldeep. He's been bowling
Absolutely.
superbly.
Absolutely. 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 Every Indian team should always have Kuldeep Yadav.
They're not going to play him in England.
I know
If
they're
the
not. I know they're not. Listen, I for whoever's followed me for however long on Twitter, they'll know for years all I have done is crib about Jaddu's selection over Ashwin. Okay. Now I have to watch fucking Jaddu get selected over Kuldeep Yadav. I
yeah.
cannot. I hate to say this about Jaddu because what a guy he's been, what a servant he's been for us. But bhai, please chhod de, yaar, because Kuldeep Yadav's career is going to go away like this.
Yeah. That's true. And the other thing, look, at
Kuldeep
some
Yadav will
point,
be reaching 30 soon, man. I don't think he's too young.
he is 30. He is 30. He has 50 wickets at 30 years of age. This is ridiculous. Okay, fine. We'll conclude the cricket discussions there.